it's official. In 1 week, I will be moving into my vehicle. In this video, I'm going to explain the reason why, and also I'm going to go outside, check out the vehicle. It's a 2010 Toyota Prius, and I have done a little bit of work to set it up to make it a little bit more comfortable to live in. Well, this is my car that I will be living in. So I want to go over a few things that I've done to the car to make it more enjoyable to live in. Most of them are like privacy. I've got the bed back there, but I didn't want to overdo my build because I didn't really know exactly what I needed. I didn't want to buy a whole bunch of stuff that I just wasn't going to end up using. So during this video, I'm going to go over some things and stuff like that. The first thing I did was I got all the windows tinted, really dark in the back and then a little bit less dark up front here. So far that's been amazing. It just makes it to where, like, if you're in a parking lot or something like that, people aren't able to just look in and see that, you know, your bed and all your possessions and stuff like that. So I felt like a window tint was 100% necessary if I was going to live in my vehicle. The next thing that I did also kind of falls into the privacy category. I actually bought window coverings from WeatherTech, and they're actually specifically made for the Toyota Prius. And basically they have a custom fit, so they're really easy to put in and take out. The window coverings are basically used when you're sleeping. You can put them up there, and then that way no one can look in. And they also have an insulation effect as well. I felt like it was necessary to have these. You can build them fairly cheap, but the set from WeatherTech seems like it's going to hold up for a long time. The quality is really good, and I didn't want to battle them taking them in and out. I just wanted them to fit in and out of the window very easily, and so far they do that. You know, they were kind of pricey. They were about $130. So if you're looking for cheaper alternatives, there's definitely a few out there. Also, the window tint, I paid about $250 for that. I had it professionally done, and so the window covers and the window tints made up a majority of my build cost. So I wanted to just real quickly show it. This is all the window coverings up. It's in the middle of the daytime, probably about 3 o'clock. It's very, very dark, but I just want to show off a couple cool things here. I got some LED lights up here as well. Take a look. Got a little fan right there. My lights are up top. Not too bad at all. Looks good. One other item that I bought was this curtain that you see behind me. It's kind of cheap, but it does a good job at sectioning off the front and the back part of the car, and offers a little bit more privacy for days when I pull in to a parking lot or something and I don't put my window covers up. Since I don't have any tint on my front windshield, if somebody were to look into my front windshield, they won't be able to see the living area in the back. So the only thing I actually had to build was my sleeping platform. The Toyota Prius has seats that fold completely flat, which was perfect for this scenario. But I did have to build a small area behind the passenger seat, and as like an extension essentially, and that allows me to fully extend, and I'm about 6 feet tall, but by building that platform, it allowed me to make a swivel to basically make my bed recline up and down. So if I'm in the back working on my computer or something like that, I can recline it up, and if you know, when I go to bed, I can recline it flat, completely flat. It's very comfortable. I got a 5-inch memory foam mattress, and as you can see, it fits pretty well back there, and it provides plenty of room. And tested it out a little bit, and I'm very happy with the sleeping setup.
So as I'm editing the video, I forgot to include one important part, and that's that I wanted to keep the outside of the vehicle stock. I did not want to modify it in any way to cause attention, including like a roof rack or solar panels or anything like that. I wanted to keep that stealth, so I did not do anything on the outside of the vehicle.
So for power, there's a lot of different options on the market, so I decided to go with two different types of power. The first one is a small Westinghouse battery, and this would be something that I already had. I used it on my moto camping trips. It's like 194 watt hours. It's very small. You wouldn't power like your laptop or anything like that, which it technically could. This battery is more for like charging my phone, powering lights, USB fans, you know, small stuff like that. And this battery would charge anytime that I'm driving my vehicle, and that should be plenty for what I'm going to use it for. The other power source is actually going to be an inverter. So the inverter is plugged into my main 12-volt battery, and this will be used when the car is running, and you know, it'll be used to power larger things like my laptop, coffee machines, any type of like cooking appliances or anything like that that I might end up using. The inverter is 1500 watts. It has a remote control, so I can turn it on and off from the back, you know, without even moving. It's actually tucked away in a really nice position. It's kind of like right above where my spare tire is, and I have the extension cord coming out of there, and it comes more towards the front so that I can plug things into it. So my main reason to move into my vehicle is to save money. I want to eventually buy a home and maybe even build out a van, something like that. But so that's the reason number one. And reason number two, I just kind of want to do it. It sounds kind of like an adventure. I know it won't be easy or anything like that, but I've always kind of been open to trying it out for a while, and it's kind of been on my mind lately, and I found a really good time to try it out. I know about 5 or 6 years ago I read a book by Bob Wells, and it's basically him moving into his vehicle, and he ends up, you know, actually enjoying it in the long run and stuff like that. And so I remember reading that book, and the idea of living in my vehicle has kind of been in the back of my head ever since. So I'm gonna try it out, and so far, you know, I'm actually pretty excited. There's other things that I want to do to my vehicle. One is probably going to be eventually maybe adding a small fridge that's, you know, powered, but I got to figure out a better way to power it, whether that's solar or just a large battery bank. You know, if there's any recommendations on that, let me know. You know, I plan on like cooking food and, you know, not eating out a lot, so I've got a lot of progress to make with the kitchen side of things. Right now I have a coffee maker, stuff like that, and like I said earlier, it'll be 1 week until I move into my car, so I have all the necessities. You know, I've got a good place to sleep, and, you know, I've got some power and internet I'm gonna have. I signed up for Verizon, where they have unlimited hotspot. I feel like I've got the basics down. I'll learn pretty quickly what I need and what I don't need, but I didn't want to pack my car full of things that I didn't need, because as you guys can see, there's not a lot of room in a Prius. You know, it's not like an RV, it's not even like a van. So if you guys actually come up with any ideas, something that I'm missing, let me know down in the comments. If you guys want to see more of the journey in upcoming videos, please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Sheldon Rider out.